feel like this chick Janelle is just so dense, very, very dense, because she doesn't understand that there are millions and millions and millions of people all over this world that have social media, they have TikTok, they have Instagram, they have all of those things. And they don't get harassment, they don't get any of those things. And if they do get some harassment here and there, I guess whatever app will filter the comments through. When you are a public figure, it is natural for some people to just not like you, okay? Even if you really haven't done anything controversial, there may be people that simply just won't like you. At the end of the day, that's how life is. Everyone is not going to like you. There are people who are going to have negative things to say about you because they're miserable, all of those things. Yes, I get it. However, there are people who get on this app who don't have to deal with that all day because they aren't doing anything to cause anybody to have any concern and want to say anything repeatedly on their socials. You're a public figure on an app that you feel like you're getting comments on that are harassing you and are spreading rumors, not realizing that the supposed harassment that you're getting are just people telling you to wake the F up. Like when I go to her social media, I don't really see like death threats and stuff like that. I guess that she feels like she's getting. I see people telling her to wake the fuck up. Yes, I see people saying that she's like an awful mother and a terrible person because she's putting her man in front of her children, but that's all truth, and it's truth that she doesn't want to hear. So, like, I don't know if that's really harassment and then blaming it on the social media apps that you're on for not doing what they need to do to stop you from seeing these comments because it's so overwhelmingly the same thing that people are feeling. You're not realizing the common denominator of what everybody, the true origin of these issues. Like, you could completely get on the app. If you could get on the app freely if you weren't in a situation where your son had ran away 3 times and has now spent like one of the biggest family holidays allegedly apparently in a facility, surely not with his family. um and now we're about to go into Christmas and everything like that, and who knows, you wouldn't be getting comments and feel like you couldn't be on the app and feel like, oh, posting content isn't fun anymore if you weren't connected to those things. People have an issue with it, so they have something to say. So you keep seeing it on your social media because you don't want to see the truth. It's harassment and rumors. And oh, I don't feel like I can make content anymore. Well, that's probably a good thing because you don't need to be running around on TikTok showing you getting a manicure, showing you getting Starbucks, doing this, that, and another with your other 2 kids when your one kid, your eldest kid, is in a very traumatic situation. You're gonna keep having people say shit, Janelle, if you keep doing the stupid shit that you've been doing. You can post on TikTok and IG freely without people commenting things that you don't want to see and or hear if you were in these fucked up situations that you put yourself in repeatedly. That is why your comment section looks the way that it does. Why is it always everybody else's fault? But Janelle, so now it's the social media platform's fault because they can't shield you enough from the overwhelming truth of the situation that you don't want to see. That's not their fault. That's really not their fault. People are probably also blowing up your comment section, Janelle, because allegedly, per LB and her source, allegedly, of course, I haven't seen it come via the Ashley or anything like that, but allegedly, it was reported that you were blocking your son, your eldest son, who has issues from getting like his medication and doing the therapy and getting what he needed to get better. While he was with Barbara, you were blocking that situation. So that is in turn why people are lighting up your comments, because why would you block that from your child because of your whatever fucked up beliefs your husband has like brainwashed your mind with? But then allegedly, apparently, you're self medicating your child via dab pens and shit and giving him weed allegedly so that he could go to sleep and shit. So you were just getting your son stoned and thinking that's treating him. That's also why your comments are lit up, because allegedly that's what's going out there with the rumors and everything. Again, of course, it's not verified by the Ashley, TMC, whatever, but LB, I've been seeing the, clips of her video go around talking about the fact that now CPS has authority over Jace's medications and everything like that. So there's some progress to hopefully get him on the right track. And who knows, maybe he can possibly go back with Barbara potentially. Well, I don't know. I keep saying that, but like, it's just like maybe that's not even where he's supposed to be either. That's such a tricky freaking situation. But I just find it really fucking ignorant, and it just shows how self-centered and selfish she is, that all we hear and see is her talking about me, 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 me. Oh, my relationship with my mother is so toxic. My childhood was so traumatic. Me, 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 me. So now you're posting about how IG and TikTok, you can't post there anymore and you don't enjoy, doing daily content there because of the comments. Me, 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 me. But what about the fact that you have put your son in this situation? Like, it all stems from her and she doesn't see it and she won't take accountability. And it's never about Jace. Like, it's just simply her decisions, anything she posts. It has nothing to do with Jace, and people are just super fucking confused how that could be when one of your three kids is going through something so traumatic. It makes no sense how you get to post like nothing the fuck is going on, and it's just a regular Saturday and you're getting your nails done and you're getting coffee and this, that, and the other. I mean, could you imagine Jace seeing that stuff? Seeing his mother act like he's not in this situation, like life just goes on. Oh, she doesn't care. She's getting her nails done. She's getting Starbucks. She's going here and there with her other kids and the man that allegedly assaulted her son. Imagine Jay seeing that. Like, I just don't understand. So you do all these things and then sit up and complain about the platforms and people having something to say about it. It's so it's just so whack and it's so weak, and it just shows her mind frame and how fucking selfish she is. And it's really, really wild to watch go down because she's like not getting it, and it's like, how do you make someone get it? You can't. So just be warned, this is just it's just not self-aware given the situation and everything that's going on. Like, yes, I think excessive hate and people targeting people and sending nasty comments and stuff like that, in theory, I think it's a lot, to like spend your time and do that. It's just pointless because especially with this one, it's not registering. Um, so I kind of like, I don't like the hate if she's getting that, like death threats and shit like that. But I mean, on the other hand, given the situation of the fact that you're choosing allegedly your child's assaulter, abuser over your child, people are like, what's going on? Especially given the fact that you are a public figure who we've seen on Teen Mom for years. And it's just like, how are you still in this situation? So she says at TikTok will probably be the next one sued for allowing continuous harassment and causing people's mental health issues for all creators. So, of course, she's concerned about her mental health and other creators' mental health. But what about Jace's mental health and the fact that he could have been medicated allegedly way earlier? And it's just like, I just, she doesn't understand how this comes off. Just like at Instagram, filter comments isn't enough. Like, if your filter comments still can't block you from seeing all this stuff, that's when you know it's bad. That should tell you something, but instead, she wants to blame these platforms. Um, so it isn't enough. And I feel like this could be a true statement, possibly, if it wasn't coming from her. It's like the fact that it's coming from her, that given everything that's going on, like, girl, what do you expect? People are not going to be praising you, saying, oh my god, you're a fantastic mom. Like, that'd be kind of delusional, you know? Like, is that what she's expecting people to say, or like feel bad for her in some sense? Like, what would people have to be feel bad for her in this scenario? So she says filter comments just aren't enough, and she has tried to report the rumor videos that get posted every day, and no one in TikTok's office gives two fucks. People are pretending to be her on TikTok, and they won't even take down the fake accounts. I mean, anybody who's falling for a Jenelle account, like, don't they have like some type of verification on the actual account? Um, so I guess they're not taking down the fake accounts. If you don't make your creators happy, they'll probably just stop posting. For you, Jenelle, that is perfectly okay. Like, that's probably the best situation, because you're just giving, like, all these cases more, I guess, evidence or more credence. Like, Barbara can say, yeah, she got her son taken away and she's gone on, social media doing XYZ, acting like she's completely unbothered, she's just completely fine, completely unfazed. That probably would affect Jace, seeing his mother act like none of this is happening, not even acknowledging it, um, denying everything and putting everything on a 14-year-old. Like, that's crazy. That just makes your revenue go down. Well, that also makes your revenue go down if you stop posting on a platform that's just like easy freaking money. Um, and they have many other creators, I mean, who aren't protecting a abuser of their own child. So that's probably a win for them, that they wouldn't have to pay that out to a person like that. Um, at TikTok is not the same fun app I signed up for years ago. The app is becoming Instagram now. The harassment takes away my passion and motivation to post any content. And then she put the peace sign. So I guess that means she's out on TikTok because people are telling her the truth about herself. It's just really interesting to think why, in her mind, she would think her comments would be like glowing and overflowing, full of love and warmth towards her. Like, no. Like, there's a whole child just in a facility for no reason. Well, for the reasons of you can't get it together. Like, can't. And that's really all there is to it when you track it back. But she just doesn't want to take accountability, and it's very, very strange. And now here it is, the holidays, and it's just a sad situation for a 14-year-old. So, yeah, that's why your comments are lit up the way that they are, and they'll continue to be lit up